on?
The fucking the damn the damn do you know what
Are you gonna keep doing that?
sorry, do you know what video I'm referencing right there?
No.
There's this video of this little kid who's like they're like little kids fighting on the side of the street, and they're like, bro, I bet when your daddy hits you, you cry. He's like, I never cry. You know what I'm talking about?
I bet you don't even know how to fry a damn.
He like stutters on like a sandwich. He's like, why the fuck you cook the sandwich? You don't eat it cold.
And the little boy helps him figure out the word he's looking for too.
That's the same video where he's like, I bet you got a small dick. He's like, that's because I'm little.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't think I've heard that part. But he's. I think the person filming is like older, and then the little kid's like, "Man, I be fucking every day," and he's like, "You be fucking?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How you do it?" And he's like, "That shit is funny." They're like little like 6-7-year-olds. Anyway, listen, thank you so much for being here on the usual Tuesdays. Welcome back to another one with my beautiful co-hosts, Korpsx, Save, Cisco, Putch,
yes,
Damien, 0%. Here we all are. Another blessed week. Hope everybody's doing well, you know? That was the intro.
I liked it. I liked it. I forgot. Remember that time where you used to do like music? What happened to that?
Oh yeah, the elevator music.
What did I do? I remember this, but I forgot
different ones where you had like music playing in the back.
Oh, I had it to where I would do like it was an intro, like it was like a in a world where everybody yeah. I do remember this. It was a lot of pressure. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing next time.
Here's my segue. That was very movie-esque in a world where blah 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 blah. Did you guys see the new trailer for fucking Super Mario Galaxy?
No.
So hyped for that movie.
Bro, when I saw Yoshi, I almost like jumped out of my seat. Greatest video game character of all time I'm just so
Yoshi?
excited. I think they're gonna do him right. Yes, he is the greatest he is the greatest video game character of all time.
You know, as much as I hate the voice acting in that movie, I agree with that, Putch. As much as I hate all the voice acting in this movie, I just wish they were different voice actors for all these characters. They're too known. You just know everybody. I love the movies. They did a good job. The story was good, and I love it more than I hate the voice acting. You know what I mean?
Yes, I was on the same tip. When I heard that it was going to be Chris Pratt, I was like, this is going to be whack. Then I saw the trailer and I heard his voice and I was like, this is going to be even more whack. Then I was sitting in the theater and I think I had more fun than my own son did. And I was like, I need to go back and watch that movie again because it was that fucking good.
But it's like, You're like, no, we're watching it again. Just so you.
I was like, what did you think of it? He was like, it was okay. And I was like, that was one of the greatest fucking movies. Especially because it's like what I grew up with. Like I know Super Mario lore, and then that horrendous Super Mario movie they gave us in the 90s was just ass.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And then for them to come and do an animated, and they just did it right, and like they set it up for sequels on sequels on sequels.
They have endless sequels. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm excited about it. They even show like baby Luigi in the trailer, and Yoshi's Island is my favorite Super Mario, like my favorite Mario game of all time.
Oh, you're like going to the island, huh, boy?
Oh shit! Yoshi depicted in the Epstein files.
Oh shit! Imagine.
Jeez. Yikes!
Also, the Odyssey trailer, it looks amazing. And that's also going to be a fucking amazing movie.
That's going to be an amazing movie, bro.
I found out Travis Scott. I watched that trailer. I was like, is that Travis Scott?
That's what I said too. I was like, what the fuck is Travis Scott? I think it was for the NFL playoffs.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, and I was like, is that Travis Scott? I was like, what movie is this? Then I saw Matt Damon. I was like, is this the Odyssey? And it's fucking Travis Scott like banging a stick like he's fucking Rafiki and shit. That
was saved, ladies and gentlemen.
I was like,
not in a racist way. I'm just saying, Rafiki had a stick.
wait, who's Rafiki? Am I crazy?
The monkey from
Yo. Yikes!
I love it. That's what I'm here for, dude.
Guys. All right.
That's what I'm here for. There's
racist.
11 pods left, dude. That's what we're here
I'm
for.
racist.
That's the type of content I've subscribed to this channel exclusively for. All right.
I've had a continuous and utter lapse in judgment. Just kidding.
I fucking hate you guys.
No, I'm just fine. I didn't even catch it. I didn't think anything of it. I was like, yeah, it took me off guard. Like, there's no way that's Travis Scott. There's no way.
Yeah, that was an interesting casting. I mean, obviously it's like a cameo, but other than that,
have you guys heard Matt Damon and like Ben Affleck actually talk about like movies? Because they've done a lot of movies. They're like really close friends, right?
I saw they were on a podcast.
They did the JRE recently, right?
I saw that.
I guess they're doing their own some other film, but they've done a lot of films together, bro. And like Matt Damon in particular, I've heard speak at length. Affleck a couple times. That's why I kind of got like why they casted him for Batman, even though I thought he sucked. Like I get it. Like, you know, like I get like his actual personality is kind of like very Bruce Wayne-y, I feel like.
I was gonna say in real life he's very, I don't know if this is the right word, but like aloof. Like he's very in the distance. I feel like I never hear about him. Like I don't know anything about him.
I like
he's
Matt
out
Damon.
the way.
I like Matt Damon stuff way better than Ben Affleck stuff.
I think I've just
seen
more.
You know that they have like what is it? Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up. Matt Damon and it wasn't Good Will Hunting. What was it? No, it was Good Will Hunting.
That's Robin Williams.
Benny was in there too.
You're talking about Ben Affleck and Matt Damon?
Ben Affleck,
projects?
Matt Damon, and Robin Williams was all together. They were in that. The Last Duel, Field of Dreams was a banger. Dogma was a banger. The R.I.P.
Oh, Ben Affleck was in that movie. I forgot. I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Dude, but that thing was an amazing movie, bro.
Wait, you never seen Good Will Hunting, Damien? Oh, bro, you gotta watch that shit.
You gotta watch that, bro. Yeah, it'll change your life.
What's that one movie about the?
I'm so serious.
I've never seen this movie either, but it was about a dude who was like really smart, but he's gonna die. Like the smarter he gets. You guys know? No. He's like very like I think it's called actually it might be Rain Man that I'm thinking about. Isn't he like mad smart?
Yeah, but I don't think Rain Man dies because he gets smarter. He's just
no.
Special.
Is he born like that?
Yeah, he's special.
Oh, I think it might be Rain Man. Maybe I got that detail messed up then. Maybe I was just combining two things. Because I thought it was
Jack. Jack is shit.
I thought it was no, I thought this movie was about like this dude was not naturally super smart and then something happens, like some accident or something happens to where he gets like just mad smart in Rain Man, but I guess not.
Nah, he's special.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay.
You should watch that one too. It's good.
Yeah, I mean a lot of what the hell is this called? The Rainmaker? Wait, Rain Man. Is Rain Man just a movie?
Rain Man is a movie, yes.
Oh, so this thing came with Rainmaker. Never mind.
Rainmaker, Rainmaker.
Tom Cruise is in Rain Man. Wow.
Yes. Yes, he is precious.
What would you guys crown?
He's the brother.
In Rain Man? Oh, word. What would you guys crown the best? And did I ask you this? The best and worst movie of 2025 that you saw? Doesn't have to necessarily come out in 2025. It helped, but
I don't even remember what movies I watched in 2025.
I should have asked this in the group chat.
You should have.
So y'all can tee it up.
Nosferatu was probably the best one that I watched.
I did not like that movie.
You didn't like Nosferatu?
No, fuck no. That thing was like maybe slow paced movies are just not my thing.
I've noticed slow pace anything.
I love how the movie was shot. Beautiful movie. Boring as fuck.
This is easy. Best movie that came out in 2025. It was Sinners.
Good movie. Great movie. Overhyped quite a bit, but great movie.
I don't think it was overhyped. I thought it was going to be overhyped, but it was not.
Maybe I'm just not into vampires that much.
Yeah, both of those are vampire movies too.
Maybe, yeah. I was about to say, I'm noticing
they're both vampire movies. Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of.
I watched One Battle After Another recently, and not the movie that I expected. Like, not what I was expecting going into the movie, but very, very, very good movie.
I think the safest and best bet movie of 2025 was Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if I'd put that in my
safest bet.
Yeah, probably broadly. Wait, why did you like Nosferatu? What did you like about it?
It was fucking insane. It was an insane take on a vampire story. I think it was dark in a very sinister way that hadn't quite. I don't think we had quite saw it that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert: there's a dude who eats the head of a pigeon, right? And the guard goes, "Why would you do that?" Like, he straight asks him, like, he goes, "Why would you do that?" And I thought that was funny, and I thought that was a really different way of how to portray shock. It was a very odd way how to portray, the disgust in that moment. And so it was different, right? The black and there was the black and white moments, which made it it had its moments that was just superb. I think William Dafoe was a little funny, but I could still believe him in that movie. And then the fact that they talk about the Solomonari, which is like a secret occult group, was cool. So there was a lot of like actual legit historical references that was cool to me. Really, really cool.
Okay. I could definitely respect that. I think probably a lot of that went over my head, and I was just, I don't know, not into it as much. But I can respect it. Like I said, it's a beautifully shot movie. So I think big props for that. I love visuals, so I always give props for that. But what about you, Cisco?
I'm trying to see where Nosferatu ended up on the top 100 movies of 2025. And I'm already on 96, and I still haven't seen it.
I loved.
What is it has as the top 5?
Sinners is number 1.
Oh.
One Battle After Another is number 2.
Ooh.
Marty Supreme is number 4.
Oh fuck! I don't agree with this list at all.
This is IMDb. I'm sorry. Popularity. I apologize.
Oh, in terms of people rating,
box office. I would assume.
Oh,
but I went through 100 and I didn't see Nosferatu on there. Frankenstein is number 9.
The one with Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
That was probably the worst movie I watched in 2025, bro.
Wait, I didn't even know there's a movie.
Oh,
I
would say
number one.
Sucks.
Number one for me is a toss up. Because obviously I love Avatar so much. And
I forgot they came out. Yeah, they came out in 2025.
But I'm still gonna say Sinners. I would say that I think I genuinely like Sinners better than Avatar 3. Worst movie? Fuck, I don't know. Because I've watched a lot of movies.
Wait, Putch, have you seen Avatar? Are you gonna watch it?
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay. Is it a hot take to say that this Avatar movie was a copy paste of the last one? Shit was super boring at the end.
It wasn't a copy paste. I would say the ending was fairly similar.
I was like,
similar, yes.
Did we just fucking copy paste the fucking what's going on, bro?
The only difference is no child died.
Spider's gonna let him live again. Why?
Because that's the battle between love and hate, man. That's the battle.
Bro.
It's the battle
It's
between love and
fuck
hate.
that guy forever.
There is no
forever.
battle. Yeah, it's war, my friend. There's make no peace with evil, bro.
That's the war
It's
between love and
that
hate.
side and this side. Which one do you want?
Gang. Throw out the rakes,
I
dog.
mean, no. Not
Throw out the rakes,
affiliated.
dog. Throw it up.
I am a keyboard warrior, okay? Not affiliated. Oh shit.
It was just a battle between love and war, or the war, I guess, between love and hate. That's what I like about it. I like that it keeps coming back to that.
Yeah,
like if you really think about it, like it's no longer him. Like it's an avatar of him. Like it'll never fully be him. So is the kid falling in love with the fact that his dad is like in this avatar body and what he knows? Would he do the same thing like if he was in his human body? It's just like if you dig a little bit deeper, it's a little deeper than how you're looking at it on the surface. I think
there is a lot of that that just unfortunately wasn't. And I mean, I guess they're gonna make another movie, I presume, but like it just wasn't explored. Like a lot of it was set up, but not explored.
Yeah, it was like them going and getting the flying creature together, and like all. Absolutely, he's like seeing that his dad is falling in love with this territory, although still trying to be the hard ass soldier that he is. I think you need to watch it again with different eyes. I think you need to watch it again.
I'm not watching that in the movie again. The movie is so long, I can't watch it again. I would say my favorite movie of last year. There's probably a couple, but if I had to crown one, for me it was Eternity, a movie called Eternity. It did. Did you guys hear about this movie?
I don't.
So it's a movie. I think her name is. I always get her name mixed up. Olivia Olsen. Who's Scarlet Witch?
Oh, Elizabeth
Olsen. She's in it.
Because there's Mary Kate, Ashley, and then Olivia, right?
I don't know. I know there's like a bunch of them.
Mary Kate, Ashley, Elizabeth, and Olivia. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of them.
So there's a couple people. Miller. Wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, Miles Teller. So I know him from
also a great actor.
Great actor.
He was going to be in the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Sorry, I just watched that trailer yesterday and wanted to bring that up again.
I was just thinking if I'm going to watch that. It seems kind of interesting.
It's going to be amazing. At
like
least
a small town, like a small town artist finally gets a shot at a good movie. Like that's cool. So there's Miles Teller, Elizabeth Olsen. These are like the 2 main people that are like the love interest. But it's basically a movie about the afterlife, and it's just like a different take on it. It all happens in like semi subway station that then leads to like a big city, and you have to figure out what your afterlife is going to be. It's kind of like a Bees movie where you pick one job for the rest of your life. You pick one eternity. You get to try. I think you get to maybe try one. There's a lot of like people, like salespeople, who are trying to sell you the best eternity, and you go live it, whether that be by yourself, with a partner, with a friend. But that's the one you choose, and that's the one you live in forever. I thought it was really cool. Really well done. Different take for sure on like the afterlife type of movie.
I like it.
And the worst was Nosferatu. Just kidding.
I'm about to say, you motherfucker.
I
actually had no interest in watching that movie. Like the story, I like the story of Nosferatu, but it looked like very like Phantom of the Opera ish, and I was like, I don't know if I fuck with this.
There was what I think got me for the movie was that there was parts that made me uncomfortable. Right?
That's like sex scene. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
I definitely gotta watch it.
That was weird.
It was, bro. I even remember no. I think it like the scene cuts to black, and I'm laying in the bed watching this with Sid, and I look over. I go, okay, what the fuck was that? Like, what was that right there? Because that was insane. Like. And I mean, old girl got into it, which was cool.
Yeah.
And so it was like that. I think there's a part of acting, right? I think we can all agree that makes good acting is when you can like bring me into it. Like I kind of like I know you are Ben Affleck, but right now you are fucking Matt Murdock. Like you are the Daredevil. Like you're actually him. Like I know it's you. I've seen you in other movies. I
What
actually
a
liked
callback,
you.
by the way.
Like I liked you in those other movies. But damn you, Johnny Depp, you are fucking Jack Sparrow right now. Like you're really him, Like
Johnny Depp
Johnny
is
Depp.
like a very good one for that analogy because like from Willy Wonka to fucking like Jack Sparrow to fucking Blow, like three completely different like accents, acting, Edward Scissorhands, like it's just that's a very good he's like one of the most diverse and probably one of the greatest.
When
in
I
that sense.
So for
yeah,
that
when you think
movie-
of
oh sorry.
I was just gonna say when you think of Willy Wonka, I was like, bro, I didn't even for a long time it never even connected that they were the same person.
Because
I was like,
it
oh
looked like him.
shit,
like
yeah,
not even remotely
Yeah.
close.
yeah, it's wild.
So for me, for like Nosferatu, right? And I already like the kid, right? And I call him a kid because we are roughly like the same age. Is Bill Skarsgård, bro? Is like I think he's one of the most underrated actors that's out right now. Who's one of the most talented, right? And so there was a range even with him, and that was Johnny Depp. That's Johnny Depp's daughter, isn't it? The girl from Nosferatu. That's Johnny Depp's daughter.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty sure that's why I brought up that analogy in my head. Just seeing. So there's a part of me when I'm watching, I can no longer kind of get like sucked in all the way, right? It's like I can't all the way suspend belief and really believe that Robert Downey Jr. is really Iron Man. But there's a part of me that does still fall into it because I'm taking note that they are truly committing to the character. There's lighting and there's sound and there's a score and there's a way that they're sitting, the camera's catching them, and it's all meant to be happening that way. So and then I get sucked back in, like what I mean. And I feel like that was me for Nosferatu.
I think that's interesting that you mentioned scores too, because I think scores do very much have a huge part to play in movies that people don't realize. Because I think about that with video games. Like there's like video game soundtracks that I'll listen to because one, they're fucking amazing, but two, because I remember that it made that music, the way the music came on or whatever the music did during whatever battle or whatever. Like I remember how it made me feel, and that's because obviously like music is feeling, right? So same thing when it comes to movies. There's a lot of scenes that I'm like, oh fuck, I remember how that scene made me feel because of the music that was behind it. Yeah, that's why like I know that we always bring this up, but the Darth Maul fight, like that score is just like you cannot forget it once you hear it.
Yeah. And literally how they came up with the song and the why they put it that way, the whole meaning behind the fight, like why one jumps over the other, like, and if you see that that's a consistent move and it's like don't try it, like like all the shit, like all the callbacks like in that song was used throughout the series. So it was like that thing, I don't know, I think that's probably the best and most iconic song besides Vader's March.
I was about to say Vader's March is the number one.
Vader's March is probably the most, is like the easily recognizable. But
what about
oh yeah,
come on, man. Come on.
Have you watched episode 1 yet? Though
I've not. No, I haven't been able to go to my dad's. Well, we did, but we watched the game and just haven't been able to watch it.
You know
I
what?
was gonna send you guys a post because what Korpsx talked about last week, they just actually dropped the full trailer of the Darth Maul spinoff.
Yeah,
I think I saw something about that.
It's gonna be animated. I didn't know it was gonna be. I don't know if you said that last week or not. I didn't catch that, but like I it sucks because I feel like the fact that it's gonna be animated is gonna like turn people off from watching it. but they shouldn't be, because like Clone Wars is still fucking amazing. Rebel, like all the animated shit that Star Wars has done has been absolutely amazing, and this is like the cleanest their animation has looked for any of their shows.
Didn't you say this about Avatar: The Last Airbender? Isn't that why you won't watch that show?
Because it's anime. It's anime.
No,
Anime.
It's not
There's two
even
different
technically
things. The
anime.
genres are different.
No, it's not even anime. It doesn't follow the tropes of anime. One, it's not anime because it's not from Japan. Two,
Pokemon is animated.
I would just say give the Darth Maul
anime.
show a shot, right?
No, I'm going to give it a shot. And if it doesn't catch
Give-
my interest, then I'm not going to watch it.
Because that
Give Avatar a
was
shot.
I think I said that was the original move for George Lucas, which would have been the final trilogy was supposed to have been about Maul. So yeah, I wonder why they got the dude Wagner Mora to do the voice of Maul. I'm interested. I wonder if Sam Witwer is doing work with them, because he's the dude who's done a lot of his voicing in the animes. So
I don't know.
So they got a new guy, new blood at the forefront. I'm telling you, Dave. I just think Dave Filoni's going to do right by the Maul character. I think everybody universally loves him, but they can't tell you why, but they just do.
I don't like him.
You do.
He's kind of ugly.
No, you like him.
No, he's a little ugly.
No, but you like him.
But I don't.
You do.
No, it's not even fair because he has 2 lightsabers instead of 1. What the fuck is this?
Listen, okay.
He's so handicapped. He
And
needs
what you-
double
Now you-
swords.
now you-
No.
Now you about to get.
I don't
No,
know, bruh.
no.
I don't know, bruh.
I'm about to cook your ass, because actually the saber staff is one of the hardest staffs. It's one of the hardest sabers to duel with.
I
Not
don't
only
know,
how
'cause
to learn, but how to fight against it. It's written.
feels
but
like
he-
he brought a knife to like a fist
Because
fight.
technically he doesn't have 2 sabers, my G.
I mean,
Technically he has 1 saber.
he has 2 sabers. Can he cut
He
2
has
things at once?
He
Yes, he
can.
can.
You can.
He has
absolutely.
1 staff.
He does have 1 staff with blades at the end of him. 2 blades.
See, but the real advantage that he has
2
is that
blades
he
and
can-
2 swords are 2 different things.
That's true.
Yeah, it's 1 sword, 2 blades.
It's 2 swords, 1 staff.
It's 1 staff,
It's
2 blades.
it's 1 staff, 2 blades.
Is water wet?
1 sword, 2 blades.
Mhm.
Because a
Is fire
sword is
hot?
technically 1 blade, right? On a
Yes.
handle.
On a kilt? Yeah.
A kilt? Is that what it's called?
Isn't that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure
Am I
it's
thinking-
called a hilt.
A hilt.
Oh, a hilt. My
A
bad.
kilt is a dress.
It's a Scottish fashion trend. Yes.
A hilt.
A hilt is what I meant to say. We all make mistakes, Cisco.
Yeah, I know.
And
I know.
You just like misgendered that fucking piece.
and
of
a hilt
Oh, dare
on
you.
both sides he has
It's a hilt in the
for
middle.
for the blades
No,
that
no,
he
it's a hilt in the
wields.
middle.
the
Double-edged sword, but only 1 weapon / staff.
No, that's wrong. That's
Kelly,
wrong.
Kelly, back me up, Kelly. Google
Because
it.
that
No, a
would be
double-edged sword would
Please.
be bladed on both ends.
Yeah, it doesn't have a
Yeah. That's not a double edge. Yeah. You're right. It's a double-sided.
Shut up, Damien.
It's a double-sided. Double 2-sided.
Yes, we're not
Sword.
disagreeing with that.
But it's
He
2
doesn't
swords,
have-
basically.
I
If you-
was like,
no.
you was trying to agree.
and if you cut it in half, if you cut it in half, what?
Then it would be 2 swords.
What changes?
1 and 1 in each hand.
If he holds it like this, would he not have 2 swords? I'm just trying to rage bait everybody, okay?
No, because they're still
do
connected.
you know what happens to Maul?
Are you an idiot?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Save you.
Do you know?
right?
Yeah, you don't know how he dies.
No.
Oh.
This is why I'm trying to rewatch all this stuff because I genuinely it's been so long I don't remember.
Okay, now I will say, I will encourage you to watch the extended universe. You know, the extended canon. Okay, there's a lot of content, right? But it's watchable. Please watch, because I had to think about it. I even posted it on Facebook. I think I might go as far to say is that the best lightsaber duel
I saw this.
happens in one of the shows, in the show The Acolyte.
I saw you just posted this today, I think.
I need.
Oh no! You messaged us, I think.
I needed a conjoined effort from both Putch and Save.
You messaged us this morning at 7:00 in the morning
to make a diverse PowerPoint on all of the ways that I need to watch this show, and like the trickle tree that goes down to like each show. Putch is already mapping it out.
Just watch it in chronological order, bro.
If you're not gonna watch the animated series, you just watch 1, 2, 4, 3, 5. 1, 2, 4, 3,
6.
Obi-Wan, 5, 6.
5, 6.
I think that's the order.
I'm down to watch the
1, 2, 4,
shows.
3, Obi-Wan, 5, 6. Yeah.
Clone Wars. Clone Wars, I definitely slept on because I remember when that was coming out on Cartoon Network, and I was just like, "This is gonna be lame as fuck. Not even canon. What does it matter?"
It was a banger. Did it come out on Cartoon Network? It came out on
Cartoon Network.
Did it? Was it Cartoon Network?
Mm-hmm.
Still a banger.
I remember seeing
episode is when C-3PO takes R2-D2 to a whorehouse.
Just watch it in chronological order. I'm telling you, bro. Watch it in chronological order. See if you can guess who's who. Then I'm just gonna highly watch. Watch all of it, right? And then go watch the shows. It does not matter. But if you're going to watch the shows, watch them in chronological order. That's the only reason why I'm saying watch it, so that the story flows. Boom, 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 boom. But even if you watch the shows, you'll kind of like, I mean, you know how it is with the Marvel shows and the Marvel movies. You know, like this is happening in the shows while the events of this is happening over there, or like, you know, type of feel.
Yeah, I watched the majority of the Marvel movies in chronological order, like the way that they're happening, and I think it made a huge difference for me because I hadn't seen a lot of them, and then when I watched them, I like looked up which movie to watch when, and I watched it in that order, and I think it helped me a lot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Watching them in chronological makes a lot of sense. And that's why
it's just hard with Star Wars because the original movies are fucking from 40 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's like,
but they're not bad paced. They're not like bad anything. No, they're visually.
I would say they're really good. A lot slower.
Pacing, I'm not saying they're not slow, but pacing. They have their pacing, and it's not like super, get to the point. But I think it's well paced from what I've seen so far.
I think the third best lightsaber duel happens in the last movie of the original 3.
Oh.
Yeah, episode 6.
So you're just negating the whole. I'm done with you. I'm done with you. You're gonna tell me old Obi-Wan fighting is better than young Obi-Wan?
No,
fighting?
It was Luke. It's Luke versus Vader. When it's
right before he fucking.
Yeah, right before he fucking. Oh, I'm at 90 and fucking doodle bobs him over the head.
Really? That's a better fight than Obi-Wan and Vader?
I think it's
no shot.
It's not the choreography, right? Even though there's a moment when Luke, you can see it, right? Like, and if you're really kind of following what's supposed to be happening, is in this moment they're having this final conflict, right? Dark versus light, good versus evil, and he's tempting him into the dark side more and more, right? And he's pushing him to the edge. Allegedly, he's crafted his first lightsaber and he's a master now. Like, ooh, let me see. And the finally, he really finally baits him in by mentioning his sister. And in this, he goes through this final like sequence of rage, bro. And then Vader, boom, hits the rail, boom, he falls. And bro, when Luke is just hitting him, bow, 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 bow. I was like, oh shit! Like,
See,
you
that's
see it.
nah.
see
I
it.
think it's like, especially after the fight that we see in Obi-Wan, right? We get this long fight, and these motherfuckers, and you could tell Anakin is Obi-Wan's Padawan.
Yes.
Right, and they're doing the same shit behind their back, fucking all types of shit, outstronging one another, and Obi-Wan hits him with, "I have the high ground, don't do it," right, and he leaves him there. Now he just leaves him, right? Then we get Obi-Wan. Now we know what happens. We get Obi-Wan, and let's be real, Obi-Wan bested him again, and my friend is truly gone. Goodbye, Darth. Right, and then they don't see each other again for 20 years, 30 years, 20, 25 years. And then now we got OG Obi-Wan fighting Darth Vader, bro.
Yes.
And he lets him best him.
Yes.
He lets him best him.
Yes.
That's why that fight is much, much better than the Luke and Vader fight.
Well, you could talk about all of that, and then its culmination there. That's great. That's cool, and I'm not denying any of that. But the Luke and Vader one is that, bro. That's the culmination of the whole thing.
No, it just shows why. But it fulfills the prophecy. Yes,
it's the prophecy fulfillment. It's everything. It's there.
It doesn't mean the fight is better, but I understand where you're coming from because the prophecy is fulfilled. Damien, we need you to hurry up and watch the fucking movies, bro.
I'm just watching.
In the high ground, you got to watch episode 1.
That's why I try not to say too much.
Yeah, episode 1. There is a how do I want to say this? There's a sequence of moves that happen, and if you really pay attention, those moves kind of circulate through the characters, certain characters. And they all become pivotal parts of their fates. Right. And like, it's one of the things I thought was beautiful that George Lucas did was with the whole Duel of the Fates. There's like 4 stances and 5 moves, like sequences that you'll see these guys do that it gets repeated throughout the whole series, bro. And different characters do them at different times. It's sick. It's sick as fuck. Yeah, that's why episode 1 just sets the pace for the whole thing, dude. I'm just saying, bro.
Episode 1 gets Korps's dick so hard, bro. It's so
wet, bro. You guys just don't know, dude. I'm just saying.
Speaking of wet,
whoa,
I finished Game of Thrones again. The ending is not that bad. It's
not that bad. It's really not.
The ending is not that bad.
I was prepared for like some bullshit. It's not that bad.
And it just goes watching it again, and I didn't like I would fall asleep, and then I would fall asleep and like a couple episodes would play, and I would rewind it back to where I fell asleep. So it wasn't like I just had it on, like I was actively watching, and I think okay. This is the conversation I had with my friend Gabe, with Cause, who was on the show. I just watched Breaking Bad not too long ago. And to me, Breaking Bad has one of the, if not the best episode of television of all time. And I think watching Walter White's performance throughout that whole show is like one of the best like arcs of all time. Even though it was like in a negative way, but just like watching the transition from who he was to who he became and watching it the whole time and him battling with that throughout the show. I don't know if I think I like Tyrion's character better in Game of Thrones than I like Walter White.
Tyrion's a great character.
He's the best. I think he's the best character on television.
One thing I will say is people overhype the whole like anybody could die, not anybody can die. One. Not even at the end. Not anybody can die.
I disagree with that statement.
I just like literally everybody who I was like, damn, if they die, it's crazy. It's actually like anybody could die. And nobody ever who I was ever like, Tyrion never died. What's her name? Stark didn't die. Nobody like super pivotal. And even the person who
Robb Stark.
That was crazy in the beginning. No, wait, that was crazy in the beginning. I was like, whoa, anybody can get it. But then throughout
Everybody got it.
but then
Varys and
literally
Littlefinger?
everybody else who was like so unimportant to, not that they were unimportant, but like,
No, the show
people
does a
who
good job
you-
of making everybody
No.
important. That's
well,
the thing.
yes, but
So
then like, but then making them like, at this point in the show, if they died, it wouldn't be like the end of the world. And then they die.
Stark, bro.
No, I
like-
disagree. I disagree with that
Ned
statement.
Stark is massive. That's what I'm saying. In the
That was
beginning,
a
I'm like, oh
bar.
That
shit.
statement wholeheartedly. That's crazy. Because again, there's so many. I think there's like 200 and something characters that show up in the show, right? 290 or something like that. Some
Mhm.
crazy amount. And the fact that I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but the fact that they just keep like knocking these people down once you get to know who they are, nobody really is safe in that movie. I mean, in that show.
I don't believe
Nobody.
that. I don't
The
believe
red,
that.
the red wedding proves it. The red,
Hey,
Red
look,
wedding.
He got what was
fine.
coming to him. He got what was coming to him.
But like
Hot
these
take.
people were
I
still.
hate
these people.
agreeing with that, but it is true.
He
Like
got
the
what was
pe-
coming to
you
him.
cannot.
Yeah.
In that time and era, you cannot go back on your word. And for
No,
him
yeah.
to think he was safe,
He thought it was sweet. It is like,
Yeah.
oh,
nope,
it's not sweet, bro.
no.
No. It was definitely like, oh, you knew you were poking the bear. You knew you were poking the bear, and it's okay. Your whole
But it's
family,
so-
you know.
Like I think my favorite thing about that show is just the dialogue, and I think my listening. There's three people that I truly, genuinely enjoy listening to, and I'll give one an honorable mention. But first person is obviously Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
Second is Varys. Third is Littlefinger. I think those three are the wisest people on the show. Honorable mention: Cersei. She says some of
Cersei got bars.
She says some of the most badass shit. Like
Cersei
there
got some
was
bars.
one where it said Varys and Littlefinger are talking. They say something about I don't want to fall into the pit of chaos, and Littlefinger says, "Chaos isn't a pit; it's a ladder." I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that. That's such a sick ass statement because, like, it's so sick. And then obviously the riddle with Varys and Tyrion, and Varys says, you know, even a small man can cast a large shadow.
That was,
bro. That's probably the barriest bar of the whole show.
he's on J. Cole's album for sure. For sure, he's on J. Cole's album.
No Tywin Lannister.
Nah, Tywin's a fucking bitch. I hate that motherfucker.
Yo.
I hate Tywin, bro. I hate that motherfucker.
What about Bran? Bran didn't throw out no bars.
Nah,
He's like the scene
Bran
oracle.
Bran is like on low on the tier list of characters. for me.
You know what? I'm pissed is that you
Only
guys
because-
overhyped the fucking Bran when he went back in time and did the whole what is his name?
No,
The
no,
big dude.
don't ruin that because
Sorry.
that is
Okay.
a big spoiler.
My
No,
bad.
no,
My
no.
bad. My
That
bad.
is not overhyped. That is like my heart dropped, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that shit."
That was kind of some bullshit to me. I was like, man,
No
what?
shot.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Okay. You know.
You know what he's talking about?
Hold on.
You know what Jamie's talking about?
No.
Hodor.
Oh yeah.
That moment, I was like, no.
I guess it's not that big of a spoiler.
You just know by name. That moment with Hodor, I was like, the fuck are we talking about, bro? What? It's like the saddest shit ever in this.
That's
in
my
this
boy
show.
Willis. My boy Willis. No, I don't know which show I like better though. I always flip flop between those two shows. And
They could be on even footing.
I don't think they're even though. I just don't know which one I like better.
They're also such different categories that you just can't. Sometimes you just can't. Like it's like comedy and horror. It's like, well, which one do you like more? It's like they're just so different. You
The
can't even.
Sopranos is to me the greatest show ever made, bro.
The way
I'm sorry.
I will say this. Okay, I really enjoyed The Sopranos. I would not recommend Zero watching it because of the way it ends, and I know he hates that type of shit.
It would kill you.
I'm already getting pissed. I haven't
Yeah.
decided a minute of my life.
You would be mad at us for making you watch this many episodes of something and the way that it ends. Not that it ends bad. It just ends in a way
It
that I
is
really
so
enjoy.
good. God.
You would just hate, but I know you, and you would hate it, and you would be like, worst show I ever watched. That like you
Nah.
immediately would think that the minute that it ended, you'd be like, "What happened?" you would hate it. You would hate it.
Yeah, choose your own adventures is not fun for me.
No, it's not a choose your own. It's not a choose. I guess it kind of is.
So you gotta think about it.
No,
Definitely.
the creator of the show has said what happens. He has stated.
But is it on? Is it on screen?
No.
That's what I could appreciate. I could appreciate the person who made. I don't even know if he said this. The person who made Inception to be like, you know, the fucking spinner, it falls over. I could appreciate that. You didn't show that on screen, bro. That's not the story because you didn't show it. I appreciate you saying that though.
But this is why I enjoy this argument with you so much. Life doesn't work that way, bro.
I don't give a fuck that life doesn't work that way. Movies are stories, and as a director and writer, I want to know your story because it interests me. And you, in my opinion, no matter if it's dog shit or if it's really good, I need to know how your story ends. I need to know that there's.
What if it doesn't? What if it doesn't end?
It's fine. It's fine if characters are there's evolution in characters or in characters that might not be finished by the end of the movie, and I think that's fine. And I think that's where people get the idea of like a sequel, like you get a spinoff, even if it's like one and done and the character is not fully developed. That's fine, but don't give me the I can go this way or I can go that way and it's your choice. Fuck all of that. That's such bullshit to me.
No, I
Fuck
love that
noise.
It just allows
Fuck
because
all of that noise.
Here's why I love that. Leave it up to interpretation or to the viewer, right? Because one, it creates dialogue between fans of that show or movie or whatever the case may be. But two, it's like how much attention to detail did you actually pay? Like if you and I watch the same movie, right? And we watch, let's just say, are you very familiar with Inception, or you only watched it once?
I watched it once.
Okay, so there's like a lot of like, oh, when he was dreaming, he wasn't wearing his ring when he was wearing his ring so that it would wake him up so he could remind him, or he wasn't wearing his ring so that when he could tell that he was dreaming, that would wake him up so that he knew that wasn't real life, this, that, and the other. But in this scene, he was wearing a wedding ring, but was he actually dreaming that? Was he not? And then when he spun the dreidel at the end, we couldn't tell if he was wearing his wedding ring or not. Like, can we find a scene where he was? Can we find a scene where he wasn't? What, like, there's so much that, like, there's so many layers, and it just allows you to use your imagination. Like, what's wrong with using your imagination?
What's wrong is that I'm here watching a movie, a story.
I'm already using my imagination.
And I gotta suspend belief for all this crazy bullshit you're already telling me to believe.
You don't have to imagine anything because it's all right in front of you.
No, I'm saying I'm suspending belief by even believing any of this shit that's going on, which I could appreciate, and it's fine. But give me a story.
What is the movie with all the feelings?
Inside Out.
In and Out.
Inside Out.
Yes, In and Out. True. Just call it In and Out.
Doesn't Bing Bong come back?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
maybe
he comes back, right?
Possibly.
Yeah. But you imagined him dying because
I didn't imagine. He did die.
He
did die. To me, he died.
He came back.
No, he didn't. No, but even
you just
but I saw him die fully. Die. Yes, I did. Whether they bring it back with some bippity boppity bullshit is your story, and I could respect that and say, you know what, I didn't like that they did that, or I love that they did that. I get to decide my reaction to your story. But if you're like, hey, if closed credits and you hear, hey guys, and it's fucking Bing Bong in the background, but you can't see him, I'm like, is he back? Did he come back, or what the fuck is this? That would annoy me because it's like, is he there? Was that like a memory of him in like some alternate? I'd be like, I don't know, bro.
See, you young folk.
It's not even young folk. I think it's just me.
You just want all the thinking done for you, bro. You don't want to think at all.
No, I love stories, and if it's an interesting story, then God bless. And if it's bad, God bless.
What is the shortest story? The most scary and shortest story? Like, a man is alone. The last man on earth is in a room, and he hears a knock on the door. That's the end of the story.
That would see.
And it's the scariest story.
But the premise. But I'm not wondering, is he gonna die? Because We don't know who's behind the door. Things can be unfinished, but it's not like I'm thinking like oh my god, there's no like other possibility. The beginning and end is last man, somebody knocks. That's the end of the story. It's a scary, uneasy feeling because the way that it ends.
Who's the man?
How do you even know it's a man? You don't even know who it is.
Who's knocking?
Exactly. You don't know who it is behind the door.
You don't know if the dreidel falls or doesn't.
No, but I'm saying the point of that story is to be unknown, and the unknown is the scary part, and is also the end. That's how it's supposed to end.
Inception is a suspenseful thriller that leaves you as suspense. If the dreidel falls or doesn't, you are still in suspense whether it's going to fall or not. No. Imagine
a roller coaster.
Oh, you want me to imagine what you don't want to? Okay.
Imagine a roller. No, because this is exactly. We all get to imagine, but you get to have your version. I get to have mine. At the end of the day, truly.
Yeah, true.
An elephant could be behind that room in that story, or it could be a guy with a knife, or it could be a little girl. We'll never like know. It truly is never know. But the point of that story is the uneasiness of the unknown. That's a lot of what horror is. But imagine a roller coaster, because you said suspenseful movie. Imagine a roller coaster that always goes up and never has a fucking drop. How fucking annoying. And then it just, now you're good. Now you're fine. Now you get off the ride and you've never gone down a down fucking hill or whatever on that roller coaster. It's all just build up.
Now you're comparing.
It's all just build up. It's all build up, and the movie in and of itself does have those peaks and valleys where you feel more suspense than other times. But at the end, when it has a ton of build up on whether or not finally you're at base reality, you get fucking blue balled. You get nothing. You get fucking nothing. What is this bullshit, bro? I'm sorry.
Don't watch Shutter Island. Don't watch Inception.
NC.
Don't watch. There's a ton of other movies.
And by the way, Inception is a great movie, but the end just knocks out points for me. It just does.
Yeah. So if at the end the dreidel dropped, it would be a 9 or a 10 for you.
Yeah, I get a resolution. I get my nut off.
That is
probably also not a 9. Be like like an 8.
Leonardo DiCaprio drinks fucking vampire blood, and in 30 years, if we get another Inception, he could be the main character again, dude.
That would be fire. Inception 2.
I can't. I don't know. Just that. I don't know. I don't know how you grade movies. I don't get it. Avatar 2 was a 10 out of 10 for me. You said it was a 7. You said it was a 7.
No way. I need to know.
No way, me.
Avatar 3. I said Avatar 3 was whack compared to Avatar 2. Avatar 2 was a 10 out of 10.
He said it was a copy and paste.
And you agreed at the end.
That's three.
Oh, he's talking about 2. He's talking about 2. He's talking about 2.
I said 2. 2 is the best one out of all 3.
I would actually agree with that. I'd agree with that, but I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I'd agree with that, though.
10 out of 10.
That shit.
I never said that about a movie in my whole life. Ever.
Actually,
never said that about a movie.
I have to watch that movie and think about another movie while I'm watching it.
We've all been there.
And then you take a smoke and you say, yeah, that was great, baby. I'll see you later, okay? Next time.
Turd.
Oh, shit.
Yes. No, that was a good movie. I'm trying to think now if it was better, because off the bat, I instinctually I agree, but I actually don't know.
It was better.
1 was good.
1 is a great movie.
1 is a great movie.
2 is the greatest.
1 was flawless, dude.
1 is a great movie.
I think you have head trauma. I think you have head trauma, bro. I think you think 1 is 2 and 2 is 3.
No. I definitely
no, because he doesn't like 3. 3 actually wasn't. Yeah, 3
not that I
that good.
don't like 3. It's just the weakest of all 3 movies.
Yeah. No, I agree with
One-
that.
I'm just like, bro, one, you gave us a premise that you didn't even continue on with. Two premises. You knocked down the great tree and you're looking for unobtainium, and neither one of those things are mentioned in number 3 or number 2.
See, there's
I
like
was gonna
it
say,
was
yeah, they
kind
brought
of
it back in 2 and
cliffhanger-ish.
3.
It was kind of cliffhanger-ish on number 1, but it was still enough where I was like, I was happy with that. It was good. It was bro. That movie to me was flawless. The presentation, the pace, storytelling, all of
I
it.
feel like
Great.
2 was flawless. 2 was
Oh, I
absolutely
know.
flawless.
The moment
You
homie
love
came back
interest.
from the dead, yeah,
Who?
fucking lost me.
Who came back from
Jake?
Who's the
He didn't come-
fucking
He
dude?
didn't
No,
come back from the dead. They
Who's
used
the
an
antagonist?
avatar. They used an avatar with his memories, and they say that in number 1 that they're doing that.
that's not the point. Just let the
They're
dude
eight.
die.
So
I agree
you're
with that though. Actually, let the
What
dude
do you
die.
mean?
We don't need some resurrection stone bullshit going on.
Why
where it's
don't you just upload his
He's a
like?
dude with
footage?
no legs, a new body.
What? But like, why even if they have that capability? Why even like allow anybody to use the avatar instead of just like we're just gonna upload your dude, and he'll report back to us. We don't actually like need you out there. If they have that technology,
We're
right?
not looking for plot holes. We're not looking for plot holes here.
But also just let him die.
Is this the presentation of the movie? Like you're talking about? We're not talking about plot holes. No. That's what they're supposed to be talking about as they start writing the plot. Make sure that there's no holes in this bitch.
But I mean, listen, every story has we can only think of so many things. Every story as a whole, and it's our job to fuck it. Sorry. It was just the idea of like what I did kind of like about. I'll go back to Game of Thrones. Ned Stark at the beginning was like, I literally turned to my girlfriend and was like, they're not gonna kill Ned, bro. Like everybody can get it, but not Ned. It's not happening. The very fucking next episode. And I was like, oh shit, this is not only a show that is genuinely willing to not only cut off its main fucking source where it's coming from or where its main character is, but it's willing to take a bet on a different character that they could either build up or have started to build up, which I like. And I think villains can have that same arc where you do hate this person for whatever reason because they've built it up as such. But you can have another villain and have this one die off. Thanos could die and you could have somebody else like a king that you could try to build up to hate just as much. Might not work, but you can do it. And I like that. So let the dude die.
I agree with you on the Game of Thrones aspect because there are a lot of villains. There's one main one that we hate, but even like in dealing with her, there's like people that are hating on her that we're like, oh fuck that bitch too. You know what I mean? Fuck you for hating the bitch that's the most hated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Did you ever feel that way, Corpse? About the sparrows?
I never felt, for everybody who like when I would see those who's the most hated person in Westeros, things like on Twitter, I was always pretty unanimous on the red woman.
What?
Cersei, I think the least.
Wait, remind me who's the red woman?
The red
The
woman,
red
is
woman,
the
dog. She was
witch.
lighting people on fire and shit.
Yeah, her. I don't
what?
fuck with
A
that.
shadow came out of her pussy.
Yeah, I think she.
Wait, what? Hold on, I need to see this.
I think there's
I
it's
do
crazy
remember
too
this.
because
Sorry.
I was
Yeah,
talking to Sid about her where she like the claims that she's making, right? The claims and the causality of these things, and then some of the things that they actually go out to do. And I'm like, hey, people actually used to like do this, like,
But
like
she wasn't wrong.
no, she was
No, she
wrong the whole way in and
She
out.
was just wrong with the person that she was with. What she was saying was actually true. It was just somebody else.
Super true. I will say,
If you really think about it, everything that she was saying was true about who would sit on the throne, the Lord of Light help be like guiding all of them to that person.
Yes, yes.
Even with the dude from the Brotherhood.
Yes, yes. She said, but she propped up Stannis Baratheon as that person, and she was wrong.
I will agree. He
She
probably
was
had
wrong.
some good dick. I'm just saying.
No, that's what you call a false prophet.
False prophets.
That's what you call and that's what like something I was like, but damn, it's just so convincing. Ooh. Right? Like it's so convincing.
Speaking of plot hole, they did have another red woman introduced in the show. I don't know if you guys remember this. When Daenerys was at Marine in the pyramid, and Daenerys wasn't there. Tyrion and Varys were there, and a red woman comes up and she's like, "I will teach the people of Marine about the Lord of Light." Mm-hmm. Nothing ever happened after that with her.
Nothing ever happened to that. Yeah,
it was the biggest. I watched it again. I was like, why did I never notice this? Like nothing happened.
I think it was a gentle like throw out, so that later on when you start hearing Lord of Light and Red Woman and this and that, like it kind of starts making
like multiple people in the world believe this.
Yeah. We got pretty hip that Bravos and Volantis and all that was foreign places, not from Westeros, and they believed in different gods, right? Like Jockin with the fucking faces, the many-faced god, and
with the Ironborn, the god of the sea.
Yeah, the drowning god. Yeah.
I got you. Okay, so I do have to ask then, D, since you brought this up, give me your top 2 most hated in Game of Thrones. Top 2. Actually, you can give me 3 if you want to.
I feel like it was Cersei's obvious. I don't know, it's not in chronological. I'd have to think about it probably. Cersei.
Most hated, but 3, just not 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Not like by like 1, 2, 3. Cersei for sure. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, I guess the red woman. I genuinely forgot about her. I have to look at like a list of people,
just
bro.
Fuck shit, bro.
By the end of it, Daenerys, low key. Hold on.
I think that was meant to happen.
Well, yeah, all of them were meant to be hated.
With who her father was, is what I'm saying, arc-wise.
Well, you know what? I really liked that the whole show kind of exposed was the rightful rulers were the ones that wanted it the least. And those are exactly the people who should have claim to the throne, right? The benevolent king, right? Bran the Broken, right? Or what was his name? Aemon Targaryen, Jon Snow. Jon Snow was, or shit.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Want to say,
but so the Game of Thrones gets to everybody's head eventually, and the people who think they have the most claim, I think it poisons their brain the most.
I'd also put Ramsay in there.
Easily top 3.
Oh fuck! You just wanted him to die like every time you saw him.
I wanted him to die so fucking much.
Yeah.
I always thought he was the obvious pick, right? But to me, he only fucked with one person that I didn't really want him to fuck with.
Sansa?
I mean, I don't like Sansa. She's the honorable mention.
This is a hot take that I agree with. She's an
honorable mention. I love Joffrey. I'm going to have his babies. I'm going to be his queen. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Well, your fucking dad's head.
Going on, bro. Her arc was like better person, bro.
Nah.
Better than she began.
I might be a slow learner, but I learned. I like to play a little game sometimes.
She got to run in game 2, and she was running game on her brother because she was jealous, and other pretty girls was in this bitch trying to make her know that she ain't the only pretty girl out here, right? That's got status. and shit
I
got
think
weird.
Sansa's arc was the least out of the main characters.
It wasn't like super memorable, though. I'll agree.
But I will say I didn't want to see Ramsey. I think okay. So here's what I was going to say to the Ramsey thing, because I do agree that it seems like it should be the most obvious, but I think it's because it's the closest to the end. If we watch Joffrey and Ramsey like side by side, I still think it's Joffrey, dog. I still think
He is
it's
a bitch,
Joffrey.
though. He's a bitch. He is a bitch.
I still think it's Joffrey as number one.
Absolute
I don't think
bitch.
I've ever wanted somebody to die more than that character.
I'll offer you this with the Ramsey thing is that I feel like he is not as obvious as a pick for most hated character because he really only tormented one innocent person. One innocent, right? The other two that were
You're talking
like
about Ramsey?
yes,
Oh,
Ramsey
okay.
Bolton, right? Ramsey
Yeah,
Bolton
yeah.
only truly messed with one innocent person. The other two, he kind of their characters they had their sins washed because of his lunacy, right? Like for the most part, you could have hated Theon. But then when you seen how he was treating him, you're like, damn, dog, that's fucked up. Like
My boy.
leave
My
my
boy.
boy, leave my boy
My boy.
alone.
Who did he kill? You don't have to say because this is a spoiler alert. But who did he kill? And then right after that, called his dogs on two people that were absolutely innocent.
That's a little different. But Sansa,
All right,
hold on.
all right. It's a
Hold
little
on.
different.
The dude is psycho, and even his dad knew about that, right? So that's one thing. You have somebody who was just a fucking whack job, who's doing whack job shit, and he did whack job shit to people who literally got their family members killed because you thought you were going to be the next greatest queen out here on the fucking block, and you're a piece of shit because you betrayed Rob and everybody who ever treated you good, and you got a lot of people killed. And honestly, you're a piece of shit, right? Whatever. So yeah, fuck y'all. He's still a bad guy. Yeah, he's still the villain for sure. But I think people like, yeah, Joffrey, I think is an easy pick for fucking worst. Red Woman to me, I think is my personally most hated.
That's interesting. That one's interesting. I didn't
I'd actually switch out Red Woman for Joffrey. Joffrey was really bad. Now I'm thinking back at it.
My third, and who might be number one for me is Littlefinger.
He was a bitch too. I almost said him too.
Not just based off of the way he treated people, but just like, but I will say this: he is also one of the like most gangster fucking characters in the show.
Yeah, he was
like he's fucking gangster, bro. He's gangster.
Red Woman because she fucked with innocent people. I did not fuck with that. That is what Gendry, innocent. The daughter, innocent. Right? Innocent people.
Technically, she didn't really do anything to Gendry. Technically. What she do? Let him put his little pee-pee in her for a minute?
Well, I mean,
a minute. Too long.
But she doing black magic on this motherfucker, bro. Chill out. Okay, what are we going to say about the daughter?
No, the worst. Well, one of the moments in the show that the first time I watched it, I cried.
Okay. So I'm just saying.
But she also attributed to one of the greatest comebacks in the show. Just saying.
Nah, I'm good.
Without saying too many words.
I'm cool off that. You don't need no thank you. No, thank you. So that one, that's why I fuck that bitch all the way. She's a false prophet.
If you don't have that, you don't have the show.
No, fuck her. Fuck that. Fuck her. I feel as if they purposely wrote that in to piss me. Like, like that one gets me like over the head mad, bro.
Darth Vader mad.
Jeffrey's a fucking. I think Joffrey's the easiest pick. But that's just like low hanging fruit, though. Like like he's just a bitch.
I think it's also easy to hate Jamie, especially at the end of the show because he still goes back. Like
But I think his
Jamie.
arc, yeah, I was gonna say his arc is one of like you kind of are more pushed to kind of forgive him, but ultimately like shown that like people, but people have their like give into their vices, you know, and that's
he said it throughout the whole
sometimes
show,
what
right?
happens.
You can't help who you love. You can't help who you love.
No, it was pretty early on. She when they're taking it's him and Brienne, they're taking the bath together. He just got his fucking you know his thing, and he goes, she's telling him the story of the Kingslayer story, and I was like, damn, like, and there was a lot that like even me and Sid sat down and talked about was like, oh shit, like this fool, like this is what all these things meant. This is what Jamie did. This is what they started calling him, and like not only did that name stick, but his dad doesn't even care to like defend his name, like you know,
it's the one person that's why you want to like forgive him on like a
like an emotional
general aspect. Because it's like, think about it. I only have one other brother who I love, but will never get anything from our family. Like he's lucky to not be a bastard. He's lucky to have the last name Lannister. But now I'm about to be stripped away of everything, right? Like, or I was stripped away of everything. So now I'll never amount to anything, but I still want to amount to this because of who my father was and saw me as. Yeah. I'm telling you, a lot of these like characters a lot of them are so like in depth that I think I just like the show better than Breaking. I think it's a better show than Breaking Bad. It hurts me to say it, but I think it is.
I think
it's a good show.
After watching it for like the third time, this is going to be a hot take, but I think I hate Catelyn Stark more than I hate Cersei.
Oh, also a hot take, but something I can get behind.
I think she just made bad choice after bad choice, bro. You had Tyrion. Where did you go? You went to your sister's house. He gets away. You have Jamie. What do? You let him go. Dumb. Like this
and
is why.
Who's the one who mentioned going to see Frey?
Who wants to go see Walder Frey? Who wants to do the wedding? Who wants to do all that bullshit? Who goes back? Who says, hey, let's go back? This is a good idea. I think on top of it all, you let go Jamie after he's killed one of your liege lord's sons. You can't do that. You can't. You just.
I will agree. It's a hot take, but I think I can get behind you on that one.
Yeah, they all got exactly what was coming to him. When Rob cut off that dude's head, well, you know, and all that other shit, it was just like, dog, you're just.
Here's my number 5 then, since we're doing hot takes. I think Lady Brienne is also, I hate her. Like, I do not like her character.
That is a hot take. Why?
I absolutely love her.
I love her too.
I think she was a great character. But I don't remember if it's the Hound. I don't remember if it's the Hound or somebody else. I think it's the Hound who was basically like, bro, you're jumping from allegiance to allegiance. Like you're here, then you're there, then you're here, then you're there. Like you're like a homie hopper. Like what the fuck are we really doing? And I watched this show. I watched the show again, and I was like, he's kind of right. Like you really didn't plead your allegiance to anybody until the very end when Sansa was like, okay, now you're my knight. Like, you know what I mean? Like now you're my right hand. I don't know.
But the whole thing was that she wasn't never officially knighted, right? Like that was her. She wanted that the whole like forever.
Yes, but it's just like even after, fuck, I don't want to give too much away, but even like after her seeing Arya, and I get it, like we have the pride to continue and keep going on or whatever, but it's just like you're just all over like she was just in random places at random ass fucking times. Like when she went to the Tullys and Jamie was there and Jamie was like, oh, well, we might have to fight. I'd hate that to happen. And then like she's fucking like rowing away on a little rowboat. Like what? I don't know. Her character, I just don't appreciate. I'm like, what are you doing?
I thought I don't remember. I don't remember this. It's been a little while. I feel like it's been like 2 years since I watched this, and I only watched it once, to be fair. But I feel like I remember she was only ever going to do something for someone else because the person she was with kind of commanded it, like, go do this thing now, like, go over there. It's just like, well, fuck, okay, well, like, I got to do what you say. Like, my allegiance is to you right now, and you're telling me to go, like, do an allegiance with something else or do something else. So I can't betray that.
Well, her OG was Baratheon, Renly.
Gang.
Her OG was Renly Baratheon.
Mm.
Then when he died, that's when the High Gardens went to King's Landing, and she saw who killed him, and then jammed out. And then, if I'm not mistaken, she like ran into Catelyn Stark and was like, "Oh, well, yeah, I can take him back to King's Landing because I'm on my way there anyways, and I'll protect your daughters." One of your daughters, or at that point they thought both daughters were there, but your daughters are already there. I'll basically like make a trade.
I will say, watching this show as well, obviously we have phones now and stuff. Watching this show, I was like, bro, how the fuck do you know where anybody is ever? What the fuck?
And if it goes,
no, I know you don't. But I mean, like, the fact that
the whole shit started because a message didn't get to somebody in time.
No, it started because Bran fell out of a tree,
and a message didn't get to where it needed to be in time. And he didn't fall out of a tree; he fell off a building.
A building, my bad. He didn't fall; he was pushed.
But yes, that's if you had phones, the whole shit would have never happened.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that there should have been phones. All I'm saying is, it's crazy to think like at that time, like you're running into so many different people, and then it's like, oh yeah, I saw your daughter, like way the fuck over there, and then you're like, oh cool, yeah. Then you're like, he's like, she's not here. Oh yeah, she left. She went over there. It's like, damn.
A week ago.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah. About like 6 weeks ago. Yeah. But they all culminate to one place, which is really cool. Arya Stark's, I think this is pretty obvious, is awesome. Like her whole arc, I think is really cool.
I think that's what everybody says the best is, and
I don't think it's the best. I just think it's. I personally, I love it. Even the whole like she goes. Well, I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but she has a cool training. I like the whole, what is it, the no face, like whole training thing that she does. The faceless god, yeah.
The many-faced god.
Many-faced god.
Yeah. That was cool.
I feel like hers is super easy to say it's the best. I don't know if it's the best.
I think it's low-hanging fruit.
I liked it.
Again, I think Tyrion's arc is the best, but I also liked Tormund, the wildling.
Mm-hmm.
His is a very good arc.
I liked Jon Snow's character arc, but I like that his character stayed was the most consistent throughout. I think he was pretty consistent with, I don't care what happens as long as we beat the White Walkers.
Right. Well, and being honest, right? Like when they went to King's Landing and he was like, I already promised myself to another queen, like I can't make that promise. And he's like, you can't expect me to make an oath that I can't uphold. When he says that, I was like, okay, this, like, Jon Snow is Jon Snow through and through.
Yeah. He's a man's man. He would have been the benevolent king.
He really would have been.
Mm-hmm.
But gotta rebuild the wall somehow. Great show. I didn't mean for it to go on a tangent on that show. But.
No, it's a good show. When we have good shows, it's a blessing. We get to talk about them forever. We could talk about them forever. I should rewatch it.
We just need you to finish before the pod is over, right? We have 11 more episodes.
I don't even know. It gets smaller. It feels like every time.
That's how I feel as I get older.
Oh, no.
Hey, yo.
I think we have 11 more episodes. You need to finish watching Star Wars before, like, you need to finish it within the next 4 weeks.
That's tough.
You only
I'll
have
try.
one more movie to watch, don't you?
No, like 4.
Okay, well there you go. One movie a week. Make time to spend with your dad.
Well, but I'm
Day.
gonna try to go watch the Super Bowl with my family.
That's
I'll
in
try.
2 weeks.
I'll try.
You don't even watch ball like that.
Yeah, but
I
now you
do.
can wear your Seattle hat when you go to the Super Bowl party.
Mhm.
I was thinking about that. I was gonna text you on Sunday and tell you like, oh, at least you get to wear your hat.
That was a good game against the Rams. That was good.
It was such a fucking good game, bro. It was Did you watch any of the games this weekend, Putch?
No, I did not.
Did you watch the Denver game too, Damien?
Was it Patriots? Denver
Yeah.
Broncos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
man,
that was
leading up to be a good game until the snow hit, and then
yeah. They fucked them. That
the
was crazy.
snow. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see this rookie go into.
I kind of think. I think what?
It's gonna be interesting to see Drake May go into the Super Bowl and play against Sam Darnold, who was a nobody when he went to the Jets and has just been electrifying to watch as a Seahawk.
I literally told my mom because I'm just getting kind of into it. I'm not like super duper into it, but I was gonna say I pointed him out the game that just recently with the Rams. I was like, bro, that guy's good. He's like I don't even know much about it, but like I just feel like every time he's in a game, he like stands out. He's a really good he's a quarterback, right?
Yeah.
He was a bust.
Really good.
He went to the New York Jets, drafted to the New York Jets for 2 years, and was complete ass, like horrible. And the Jets traded him to where'd he go? Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota, he was there for 1 year, and then went to Seattle, and just is having the most amazing year that anybody could have as a quarterback.
That's
like
crazy.
It's insane how well he's playing.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's really good. But yeah, I wonder what the game would have been if they didn't have the weather they had. Broncos versus Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I do wonder.
But it's going to be interesting to see because they're coming to California, and the game is going to be like good weather. It's going to be lots of throwing the ball, I think. I mean, Seattle is very good. Their defense isn't great. It's not horrible, but it's not great. And both of these quarterbacks like to throw the ball. So I think it's going to be a very high scoring game. I think it's going to be very electric. It'll be something that a lot of people would want to watch. You know, like a lot of people don't appreciate like good defensive games. They want to see like long throws and lots of touchdowns and shit like that. I think this Super Bowl will be one of those Super Bowls.
That'd be good.
We shall see.
I think
it's going to be interesting though to see the press writings after this. Though that's going to be my biggest interest.
After what happens in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, because I know. Sammy. Who was he signed by? I think it was like Gary Vaynerchuk. I think it was Gary Vaynerchuk, bro. But he was like hyped up so hard there at one point, and then was just a bust, dick. And then Aaron Rodgers came. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers came. He was backing up for him. He blew out his leg. Sam tried to carry the team, did decent enough to get traded, and he started in Minnesota. Because they traded
against that bald dude. I don't remember what there was like this light-skinned bald dude who had like no hair and no eyebrows, and then they benched Darnold for that dude. And then it was like back and forth thing, and then that dude wound up going to the Saints.
Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
What the fuck was his name? I don't remember his name.
Andy Dalton. No, not in fucking Andy Dalton.
I don't remember his fucking name. I don't remember his name, but regardless, I mean, the biggest thing that they're gonna say in the press is like, Drake May and Sam Darnold made it to the Super Bowl, but before Justin Herbert, before Lamar Jackson, before Josh Allen, like all these Joe Burrow. Like they're gonna say all these quarterbacks. Oh no, not Joe Burrow. I'm sorry. But they're gonna say that all these these two quarterbacks made it before all these other quarterbacks that are like the top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Matthew Stafford got the MVP of the league this year and just lost in Seattle. Not saying that he didn't play his ass off. I mean, both quarterbacks threw for almost 400 yards. Like it was crazy. But that's what they're gonna say. They're gonna be like, no Lamar Jackson, no Justin Herbert, no Josh Allen, no somebody else. Like they're gonna say all these quarterbacks are on the back end while Drake May and Sam Darnold made it to the Super Bowl. That's what it's gonna be. Plus, it's all being like shadowed by all the head coaching jobs that are being fucking taken right now, or like all the firing and hiring that's happening.
Yeah, there's a lot happening right now.
And Damien has no idea about any of that either. There was like 12 head coaches that got fired.
Damn. By who? By like on one, well, not on one team, but I just mean like on. I was gonna ask on one team, but I just mean like 12 teams. 12 teams. I was trying not to sound so stupid.
Yeah, 12 teams. Like I think it was 12. It's either 10 or 12. Fired their head coaches.
Wait, why? What's if they like lose bad enough? It's like you're out, bro.
Two teams that had their coaches for almost 20 years fired their head coaches. Well, one stepped down.
Yeah,
and the other
was there like allegations or some shit? What? Why?
No, it's just time. Oh, it's just time. Like when you haven't reached, when you haven't
20 years is a long time not to reach.
Well, no. They had reached the playoffs and the Super Bowl in that time, but like the gap between that has been so long. It's like, wow, we just need something new. We just need something young and fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what are you even making as a head coach? You're probably fine, right? Like you're chilling.
Yeah. And then you get hired to another team anyways. It's not like these, like one of the head coaches, like the head coach for the Ravens, John Harbaugh, who had been there forever, immediately got hired as a head coach in New York.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. What about the other dude who stepped down or what? Like, is he gone or did he step down to a different position?
No. He stepped down as a head coach. We don't know if he's going to get hired by somewhere else or not. I couldn't imagine him wanting to get hired somewhere else because of his tenure in Pittsburgh, but we'll see. You never know. Maybe he becomes a head coach and like, because obviously, or maybe he becomes like an offensive coordinator or something. Because obviously, like head coach is heavy weight on your shoulders. You know what I mean? Like you make all the fucking decisions.
Every single choice.
Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to be an interesting offseason.
That'd be cool. One thing I have found, just really quick, because I know we got to jam out here soon. One thing I found out about watching more sports is how fucking annoying it is to watch sports. Like how annoying everything has gotten divided and like, oh, you gotta sub to Amazon and get Fubo and get Tubo and get GB and get Libby. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is happening? It's annoying.
Bro. It's almost time to go back to cable, dude.
Yeah,
But even if you go to cable, there's just shows that you can't watch, movies that you can't watch. Like it's fucking annoying.
Just get it all. Just buy all of it.
I literally have Peacock, Apple TV, Amazon Prime with the NBA League Pass, so I can watch basketball.
I think that's some crazy shit.
Hulu,
they'll get Hulu and they get live TV Pass with Hulu. It's like, I have Hulu. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't I just watch it on Hulu?
I think I pay like $20 for Disney and Hulu, and then I had to pay an additional $7 a month just to get the NBA League Pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't even get every NBA game on there, just the ones that are showing on Fox.
Yeah,
which pisses me off even more. I'm like, half the games I can't even fucking watch.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying.
But I love sports. I can never not watch. I'm so excited for the Olympics.
Oh yeah, Olympics is cool. Olympics is really cool. I'm very excited.
I'm wondering what all this like world shit that's going on. I wonder how it's gonna affect the Olympics.
Yeah. The world stuff right now is crazy. It's really sad. But
I'm actually glad that we've stayed away from politics. But I'm just curious. I think I'm more curious of how Pudge feels than you feel. But Pudge,
Yo.
that dude got cold-blooded murdered in the middle of the street, right?
Oh, the dude. Where were they at?
Is his
Minnesota.
last name
Minnesota.
Patai or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad story, man. Really sad.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like this is where people got to. It becomes a whataboutism, right? What about this, and then what about that, and what about this, and what about that, right? And I have consistently said, right, that I don't really care if you want to fucking protest, bro. Go protest. But we got to be careful when we're doing it, right? Because it's an attack vector, right? Like if you show up with guns, then our right to own a gun becomes an issue. Or if you're there protesting and you're getting rowdy, then our ability to protest becomes an issue, right? And I whole clip support whatever reason y'all want to go protest, right? And homie had every right and reason to be there that day, right? Protesting. You know, the only argument anybody has right now is he approached law enforcement, which I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. That doesn't mean somebody should get shot. Like the girl driving the car and hitting the cop, again, doesn't mean somebody should get shot, but I understand the arguments, right? A little more than this. There's just no way.
For that, I haven't seen the full clips of both of these fully, but the car thing, I don't believe she was trying to run him over. I think there's different maneuvers in which you could say, "Oh, she was trying to run him over." I don't think she was doing that. She got murdered in cold blood as well.
She got scared because of the way the other agent came up to the fucking door and tried to yank the fucking door open, and she tried to swing her car out of the way to get the fuck out of there.
I think she's trying to leave.
Is it? Can I see the opposition? Sure. The dude that shot her just got dragged by a fucking illegal immigrant in this similar situation. Could there be trauma? Could there be some PTSD? Sure, I can see it, but he shouldn't have shot. He shouldn't have shot her the way he shot her. Like that
doesn't. Yeah, the PTSD
thing, and the whole like, well, she shouldn't be there. She shouldn't have been doing that in the first place. To me, is all bullshit, right? Like she wasn't. She was impeding their traffic. She was protesting. You're allowed to do that. They're not in their jurisdiction to try and tell her that she's impeding traffic, or they're in their jurisdiction by telling her that she's, like in the way of their investigation. But there's other streets you can take. You know what I mean? Like
but that's where that kind of gets a little murky though, right? Like lawful orders versus the whole unlawful orders versus where can we and versus where can we not be during a protest. That's where that gets murky, right? And that's where I'm saying, that's why I have consistently said, guys, be careful with the way that we're doing this, right? Because in my perfect world, you protest out in the street and you don't need any kind of city hall permit to do this fucking thing. You don't need any kind of permission. You just show up, you tell the cops, hey, we're protesting here, and then they shut down the streets for you. I feel like in a perfect utopia, that's what would happen, but that's not what happens. And in our country, we have these laws. You know what I'm saying? And
well, the other thing is, like, somebody mentioned kind of what you touched on it, but yeah, the dude was lawfully carrying a weapon to a protest, and there's people on the right that are condemned. Like, obviously, I'm more right than I am anything. We've already talked about this. We know this, but the dude was lawfully carrying his weapon, and was. I wouldn't say he was necessarily interfering with anything because he didn't push anybody. He didn't shove anybody. I think he got in front of, if I'm speaking correctly, because I saw like a longer video and there was two different angles from it. He got in front of these agents who were messing with another American citizen that then she was like interfering, but then they like pushed this guy and then pepper sprayed him they unholstered his weapon and then
Mhm.
shot him in the street like a fucking dog. Like, that's crazy, bro. Because just 3 years ago, we were all talking about how Kyle Rittenhouse was perfectly justified in walking down the street with his big ass AR unholstered. It was around his body where he could easily fucking grab it and got away scot free. But then this guy gets
Yes.
gunned down in the street. Like, that's fucking wrong, bro.
There's a problem. There's a lot of problems in all of it, right? And the first problem that I think just that needs to be straight addressed is that the situation has to come to an end, right? Like these protests and everything that's happening in between, especially I particularly have my eyes on Minnesota, right? Because there's
Wait, protest needs to come to an end?
the protest, everything needs to come to an end. Like we have to find a resolution for it.
well, there's gonna be no resolution because
What does that mean? Wait, the things
Minnesota
that are
Minnesota just called out their National Guard to guard the streets from ICE. This is going to create civil war. That's what that's going to create.
I was gonna say, yeah, the protest is against like an ill use of government resource, and like, what I'm just trying to clarify. Are you saying there needs to be a solution on that end of the governmental force amongst their citizens, or are you saying there needs to be
well, first, the way that you even predicated that, there's a large issue that I still see in that. We're saying it is an ill use of government resources, right? That's not the problem. That's not the problem. That's your perspective on the solution to what the actual problem is. Do you get what I'm saying? The actual problem that we're having is that because the young boy got shot in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, he was like our age,
Out
maybe
there,
a little bit older.
yeah, young cat, right? Like you got a young cat at this protest over immigration. That's the root issue. The issue isn't ICE and presidential orders. The issue isn't Tom Homan. The issue, if it was Biden with Tom Homan and ICE doing it, it wouldn't. That's still not the problem.
Nah, I disagree with that one.
I
I'm gonna
super
disagree with
disagree
you on that one.
No, what you have as a problem is that you have an immigration problem, right? And you have two sides of people who cannot come to any kind of accord or agreement on it, right? That's how you get to the point where we're at now. You have one group who said, fuck this, we're sending everybody back. And then you have another group who's saying, no, ain't nobody got to leave. And then now, yeah, I can agree where you now.
I agree with half of that statement right there, because that is true that the people have said we're getting everybody out and don't give a fuck about how it's done, and this is the consequence of not regarding how you're doing things. And then I believe you have the other side in which have been framed to have people believe that they want everybody in and everybody's chill and bring criminals and whatever the fuck. And I don't believe in that framing. And I'm not willing to take that framing because I just don't think it's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one too, Corpse. I will agree with you on this. I feel like there is still an agenda being given, especially to people on the left, right? Like the one in particular that was recent was like there was like this picture of this little boy with ICE agents going around, and that he was like handcuffed and that he was targeted. Like that wasn't the case.
It's defund the police 2026 version.
Hold on. But why I'm saying I can't back that, right, is because a main argument that you and I have made on this podcast is like, oh, well, look at how many illegal immigrants were taken when Obama was in office. But when Obama was in office, nobody was getting gunned down in the street. Like we've had 2 back-to-back in the same state within a month.
I think there's actually numbers on that. I've heard that same. I've seen and read that same argument, and I've seen people actually showing different. And I'm not here to hold candles to.
I'm curious. No. I'm curious to see the numbers then, because but it's different. These are like This one is blatant, and you
Like, I don't
need
like
to
how that
be able to
argument is.
call a spade when a spade is a spade.
Yeah,
And
'cause,
for,
okay,
for
just to
people
that
on the right
argument,
saying like, "Oh, why was he there? Why did he have a gun?"
that
The
doesn't matter.
president said that he had like a powerful pistol. He's using the
No.
same 6-hour that fucking cops use. Like, what do we do? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, the dude was gunned down like a dog in the middle of the fucking street, and that's not right. Like, that needs to stop happening.
Yeah, that's okay. That is all
There's an over
agreement.
empowerment by these guys.
I'll agree to all of that, right? And the whole thing of how many people were shot during this and how many people died during this and how many people immigration that like that's we could play number games, right? That's cool. But again, right now, there is still so you this is where I'm trying to look at it, and this is where I'm coming to this point. We can say take ICE out. Cool. But then what? There's still a problem that we're having, right? There's still an issue that not only the administration, but the population at large still want addressed. There's still an issue to be addressed. People say, oh, I don't like the way that they're going about immigration. Cool, okay, that's fine. But then what is the solution? Like, what is our solution to this problem?
You can create comprehensive laws going
Well,
through
the original-
Congress.
Okay,
The
wait.
original-
That's fine. We can hash that out again because I think I've been pretty consistent with there needs to be a process. There should be stricter laws. There should be this and this and this type of process. If we have a process for this, why don't we have a process for this? I think this is the most important thing.
Yeah, but
Right,
it can't
but
be.
But that was for the entrance of immigrants. That was for the entrance of immigrants. We're no longer talking about the entrance of immigrants because that's no longer that's like on
I
the
like
back
Hillary.
burner
I
now.
like Hillary Clinton's plan. You fine them, tag them and bag them, fine them. You either apply for citizenship or get the fuck out. That's what Hillary Clinton said in 2008, and I was really down with that.
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
really down with that
but
idea.
you have these motherfuckers pulling up to people in gas stations and liquor stores
Not
and,
agreeing with that.
and
I'm not
grocery
agreeing
stores
with
talking
that.
about what's your citizenship.
I mean,
now
you
Now
know,
you're racially profiling people, which is one, unconstitutional, but two, like you're gonna go up to every colored or ethnic looking person and ask them what their citizenship is. Like it is not it is if an ICE agent pulls up on me, it is not my job to show them citizenship that I belong in this
It's not.
country.
It's not.
It is not. If I say I'm an American citizen, leave me the fuck alone.
Well,
Leave me the fuck alone.
here's the stickiness though. Here's the
Because I'm
stickiness
in
the
the
situation.
country, though. I'm in the country. I'm not. If I'm pumping gas, I don't have to show citizenship to pump my fucking gas. That's the difference. That's
Well,
what I don't agree with.
Here is an issue that's been created, and this is why I said some of this shit is extremely sticky, and there needs to be a new resolution for some of this, right? Because this is what both sides are saying, and I don't like either one of it, right? And I haven't liked it from the gate. One side is saying get ICE out; they don't belong here, and these people do, right? And it's like, okay, you have a right to that.
Wait,
But
hold on. Again, this framing, I can't let that happen anymore. I think there's a certain subsection of left people who fully, wholeheartedly believe in that. But I don't think that's the majority or populace of people on the left.
Then what is
I
the
don't think that's
Democratic Then what is the Democratic Party? Do you think at large, not the subsect, but then at large is the resolution for that problem? Then
Well, we even had wait. Sorry, for what problem? For deportation?
or to stop this to stop the protests? What do you think is the solution to stop the situation at large?
Well, in order to stop protests,
so-
to stop what they're protesting about.
I was gonna say, so it's
So what is that
primarily
solution?
ICE, and the reason I even first it's ICE. It's the ill use of ICE, because I think having the problem and addressing the problem is fine, but you don't swing first and then come up with a plan later. That isn't how it works. You can't just do that to a whole country. It's signs of ill leadership. It's horrible, and this is why people die. People die because of this.
It's not.
It's Nazi-like. Yes, this is why people die. These are real people's lives, and people are upset about it, and it's super sad. But
So
you stop swinging, and then
what's after that?
you confide in people who understand. As the president, you confide in people who understand it at at better lengths than you could and develop a proper plan on not only deportation, but ideally the other side of that coin, which would be to come into the country illegally, that process, cleaning and making sure that it's a better process so we could have real people, real assets coming into the country and making this place better. And it's like, obviously that's a lot easier said than done.
Wait, are you asking how should we deport people in a more civil manner? Is that what you're asking?
No. I understand where Damo gets fired at, right? But there's no solutions that's being offered from anybody on the left, right? I don't even want to
wait. Well, but like Biden,
you literally just said Hillary Clinton in 2008 and said, you find out who's not fucking paying their taxes. You find out who's using fake social security numbers, ITIN numbers. Look at updated and expired visas, and that's how you go about the problem. You do an investigation like you're a federal officer. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't just fucking drive around and ask people what their ethnicity and what their citizenship is, and then fucking pull them into a car. 2 hours later, you find out that they're an American citizen, and then you let them free. Like, you don't do that.
It's almost as if, well, I mean,
that's Nazi-like, bro. Like, are you Jew? Oh, look at your nose.
Oh,
your nose is this big, so you're Jew. I'm about to put you in this concentration camp. Like, it's the same shit.
I hate to break it to all of us, but the shake and bakes has been going on for a long time, right? Like,
but not the same, bro. This is different. They're gunning people down
now. This
in the middle of the street.
Yes,
it's getting extreme.
Yes, this has hit a point where it just that's why you can say get ICE out of the streets. Cool, that's great. Get them out. But you still have a root issue to where later on law enforcement will, like, chaos will ensue. And then what is the next wave? If this is what we got now,
it's at a lower matter though, and it's more explainable when it's done that way. Because if I say I'm an ICE agent, right, and I do investigations on businesses in the East County of San Diego, and I see, oh well, we have this many people, and this many people that seem to be undocumented. I'm gonna now investigate. Or, oh, I see that fucking Angelina Smith, who died in 1998, is paying taxes out of this location. Now I have an investigation to do, and now I'm doing an investigation, and I go in and I clean these 4 people out of this place that they're working because they're using fake socials or not paying their taxes, and I clean them out and I deport them. That's the proper way to do it.
Let's say all of that happens. Let's say all of that happens in your world. All of that happens. You come, you find the names, all the locations, and your people go. Then what? If there's a protest, if there's people in your way trying to stop you, then what?
But there'd be less protests.
But the thing is, what is there to protest at that point, though, Putch? What is there to protest at that point? Because now that I did my research, I did my homework, these people are illegal. Now they're being deported. I'm not guessing. I'm not searching. I'm not. Assuming.
No. I won't see. That's a part of a messaging that I think I can't subscribe to either. Right. These raids aren't as random as everyone is trying to just make them out to be. Is there some crazy instances of some shake and bakes here at a gas station or at the 7-Eleven and this and X, Y, and Z? Sure. But I think if you also take into account the places where other raids are happening, I think you're just having like a wide net being casted, and these are some fucking random spots that they're trying to fucking pop out at.
Is
it wrong? Wrong.
The places that these raids are being done in are blue states with the most population of
undocumented. Yes. So
what about Texas?
Where you would expect.
What about Florida? What about Texas and Florida? 2 of the biggest states that have undocumented. How come we're not doing raids there? Daddy,
there is raids happening there.
Show me there's an ICE raid happening.
Brother, there's ICE raid happening agents in Pembroke, North Carolina.
I didn't say North Carolina. I said Florida and Texas, 2 of the biggest, my brother.
Yeah,
they're attacking blue states right now.
Red states, my guy. Like.
No, I'm talking about 2 of the biggest. Florida and Texas are the two biggest.
You can ask the milkman too. They had ICE agents there. It's guys. I think there's a huge leaning into this idea of like, yes, ICE. What is happening with them? It's out of control now, right? And I agree with that. But you can't even get past 5 minutes past that. Because you say, okay, get them out, do this process. We're not going to sit here and pretend like that process hasn't already been followed. As you guys can see, this isn't just that same plan. The Hillary Clinton plan was the same plan that Donald Trump ran on in 2016 when he first won.
You can't sit here and tell me that you believe that these motherfuckers are just going into these states and only deporting the people that are not paying their taxes.
No.
Undocumented.
Same people
They're going around.
Because you've obviously misconstrued what I've just said right now. You're talking about a plan that these people are already using and already following. What I'm telling you is the issue is even in your perfect world, if we continue to follow it, there's still going to be protests. There's still going to be issues. Yes. Now, Zero says, yes, it'll be at a smaller scale and all this stuff. Yeah. But the issue that you're still having around it is if that there's protests, that means that the issue has not been resolved.
There's always
there will always be protests.
Yeah, protests about getting rid of illegals. There's always going to be protests
because there's a small subsection of people on the left who do believe that the borders don't matter, and overall, like, you can agree or disagree, and it depends on what side of the fence you're on for that, but there will never not be protests. That's just impossible. That's impossible for everything. For knocking down a fucking tree, there's going to be a protest done for it. Like,
creating a new park.
It's just not, creating a new park, making a fucking parking lot out of a park or whatever. There's a protest for every single thing. The thing is whether, like, this is just, it has gone too crazy, and I refuse to give any leeway when there is fucking this presidency and this administration is looking to find how they could swing the bat the hardest for who fucking knows what reason, because they've diluted themselves to believe that they're doing a good thing, and not even creating anything permanent. When this guy leaves, none of this shit is going to stay, because I
don't want to blame the presidency, and I don't want to blame the presidency solely on this matter. I don't want to do that, right? Like, has he given like somewhat free reign? Sure, but you still there's still laws you have to abide as a federal agent, right? And just because he's giving you free reign, it should still be free reign within the confinements of your job. Because he's not condemning them, sure, I can see how people would say, oh, it is the presidency, they are lacking in that matter. But I don't want to say, oh, the president said go out and fucking go find these people in the middle of the street, this, that, and the other. I think they're just like a child seeing how much they can get done without like any repercussions. But I am agreeing with Zero on this side, in only by saying, as someone who has been very openly right, especially on this podcast and in front of people, this is too much. Like, I am very much for closing the borders, making a better process for people to come in here, getting people out of here that are not paying their
agree on though. What am I disagreeing? What, like, because that's where I'm confused on with you guys right now in the way that you guys are.
Because what you're saying is we need to come to an agreement for the protest to stop. What is the underlying issue?
Yes.
The underlying issue is immigration.
Yes.
Right? We can all agree that immigration into our country should be refined. There should be a more diligent process to bring people in here, like Damien said, to make this country great and continue making it great.
Uh-huh.
Now, with the process of deportation is, I think, what we're disagreeing on fully, because it seems like you're okay with them going on the streets and asking people what their citizenship is, tagging and bagging, taking them out without due process or
When
investigation.
did I say that?
I said it seems with the way that your responses are. So you're not giving your stance. You're like giving a very political view on this. Do you think it's right what they're doing, and should we continue doing that?
I have said consistently I don't like that's happening. I have said am I fucking gaslighting you guys right now? I think I have consistently said.
I think that the thing is the way
saying, based off of the way that you're saying anything or how you have said what you've said within the last
because I'm living in a real no because it's very easy to get caught into the fucking yes, someone got killed and that's somebody's fucking son, potentially somebody's dad, all the stuff, right? And it that fucks with me when I see that happening, right? Not only because somebody is gone, but I know that from every single angle that this is going to be politicized to take away my rights, to take away my ability to fight against a tyrannical government or to fight against an ideology that I just do not believe in. It's going to attack that. That's why I keep saying be careful protesting.
But the thing is that when one side is causing a situation in which this type of action is happening, when this type of action is happening, you also have to look at that side. I'm not even saying it's your side. I'm saying you have to look at that side and say you're fucking us because you're creating situations in which people can have that excuse of, look, guns are fucked because they do X, Y, Z, and the situations that happen in are because of a certain side. And I will say the right side. I will say Trump's side, and I will say Trump's administration because that it is them. This wasn't happening, and maybe not even at scale. This wasn't happening like as much as we're seeing it currently in a Biden administration. And obviously I wasn't as privy with Obama was in, but so I won't speak on that, I guess. But it is fucked when you're not your side, when that side will create situations in which your rights can be questioned. It's not good.
See, that's and as much as I'll agree with gun control laws and this and that laws, it's not a this side or that side. And that's the part that's always going to be damning. And that's the part that's why this whole immigration thing is never going to get resolved, right? Or gun control.
Unfortunately, we have a president that just doesn't agree. It is a this side or that side.
I also think it's a this side, that side.
It's really not, right? Because you rewind 80 years ago, right? Not even 80 years ago.
But we're not talking about 80. We're talking about now.
But we could talk about now. That's the thing. It's the same fucking bullshit. And all the people do is keep crossing their little fucking political lines. And they keep talking about what benefits them at the time, right? The American culture will shift. The American this and that will shift. That's why I decided to follow a set of rules that don't ever change, right? That's why I don't follow the like social norms, right? But as social norms change, so will the political line. It will shift. Look at Democrats a few years ago, bro. A few years ago was don't ask, don't tell. Now it's changed, right? A couple of years ago, you wouldn't see Christian conservatives drinking on podcasts and cursing. You wouldn't see them doing that crap, dude. And now they're doing it. So
what does that have to do? What does that have to do with the current
political
the political right now?
Because right now you have a political autonomy. Right now you have a political autonomy that not only runs on getting everybody pissed the fuck off, but that runs on whatever the social norm is, right? And right now you have the social norm, right? Which this, I mean, again, I am not cool with the way that any of the shit with ICE and shit has been going on. But we're talking, we have a social norm that talks about defund the police, fuck the police, and all the X, Y, and Z, right? I used to participate in that hardcore. Then you have a serious issue with everybody's perspective as far as how immigration should go, right? Should it be, if you come here, you're here, or should it be dreamers and DACA, or should it be tag them and bag them and shake them down, right? You have all these perspectives. So then you have that, which it shifts on a day-to-day basis. The same things, because the same things Hillary Clinton was saying a few years later was deemed racist. And that's cool. I'm not trying to play a whataboutism. It's just a tell of the shift of ideology of the people. That is fine. I'm cool with that.
But the ideology has always been illegal immigration. Illegal immigrants should not be able to come into our country freely. That has been from both sides. Both sides will continue to agree on that. Both sides will continue to agree on that.
I would beg to differ, because there's a large list of people who do not believe that now from the Democratic Party.
That illegal immigrants should not be just allowed into our country.
Bro, there's people. Rand Paul just made a statement on the JRE talking about, like, yeah, if you're here, whatever, you just work, make your money.
That's not what I said, Korpsx. I'm talking about allowed entry. I'm talking about there's a wall, right? People that are here are already here. People that are coming in, should there be illegal immigrants allowed to just walk into our country? Both sides will say no to that.
Sure. Who is it?
Sure.
Ileana,
maybe
Ileana
4% of the left would say that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the majority of both sides will say that. But what I'm saying is there's a difference between getting them out and keeping them out, or making sure they don't come in. There's a huge difference with that. And the process in which they are trying to take them out is a non-justified.
Right now has been a blunder. Yes,
is a non-justified, illegal way to do so. And as somebody that is considers himself on the right, my biggest thing is the law. Law is law. What the law states is the law, and that's how we should go about running the country, or whatever the case may be. And if you're illegally taking out illegal immigrants, that is wrong. You're not like that is wrong. You're killing people, bro. Like that is wrong. Mm-hmm. So am I for getting illegal immigrants out of the country that shouldn't be here? Yes, absolutely. Am I for it the way that we're doing it?
No,
it's illegal. It is illegal.
I think that's pretty clear across the board, brother. Right? I think that's pretty. But the conversation continues to the conversation with most people continue, and I'll say most people continues to stop at, okay, cool. You want immigration to stop? Okay, I want illegal immigration to stop. Okay.
But your question was, how do we stop the protest?
So how does it stop? Yeah, because this side is not backing down on this demand, and this side is not backing down on this.
The thing is that it seems like then when asked outright, it sounds like one of the sides in which the demands are being asked is unreasonable, and that's the side in which ICE is being deployed illegally. And that problem is what's being protested first and foremost, because it's fucked the way that they're going about it. And the underlying problem is something that we could address, but when you have something as drastic as is what the case is currently, then that problem needs to be addressed first, because it's the most damaging currently.
If it was all legal deportations, right, and all of it was to a T, would you still feel the same way about it?
But it's not, Corp. So
no, I'm trying to understand.
If it was all codified in law, and it was going to be something that, well, obviously it had to be created and have an infrastructure and an understandable way that everything is going to be done. Then yes, I think that's preferred. Less people die, less protests happen. People won't be happy, of course. There's always going to be people who are not happy. It's a big ass country.
And if somebody died during the execution of one of those deportation raids, with all the proper warrants,
I think it'd be sad. But there are situations where police officers kill innocent people, and it's so sad to see. But as long as all of the proper procedures are followed, there are things that are unfortunately going to happen, and it's always going to be sad.
Yeah, I'm not saying nobody's going to die. I'm not saying that. But yeah, these aren't even illegal immigrants that are dying.
It's an American citizen that makes it
even more of a problem.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That's why earlier we were talking about, like, oh, there was deaths during other raids, and I don't like where that discussion goes. Because
wait, of what?
because okay, and I'm sorry, I know I got a little frustrated right now because it's like I sometimes feel a little dehumanized when people ask me about my immigration policies and shit that's going on with ICE, and it's like, hey, bro, like shit's I don't like what's happening, but offer me a better solution right now instead of just stop ICE. Like no one's having a real conversation. And I think everything that Damien said right now and what we've all said is something I've said should be happening out the gate. So I'll leave that there.
But no, again, I'm agreeing that like I said, we've all said similar things on entry into the country. But your question is, how do we stop the protest? You're not, but you have also not given solution.
There's no way, because there's no way at this point.
There is a way. There is though.
It's out of control.
No. I'm not going to say there is a way because Damien and I have both agreed that protest will always happen.
Yes,
but there is
to stop all protests. No, there's no way.
There will not be an administration that the conversation around immigration is gone. There will be a lot of different. There will be a lot of different topics.
Something that's going to happen.
There'll be a lot of topics that fade away to obscurity. There'll be a lot of topics. A lot, brother. There used to be topics about women working in the workforce that used to take the presidential fucking bulletins, right? Now we're going to be talking about AI and different stuff, right? There will come a day that this is no longer a topic. For now, it is. And for right now, there's not a solution. It has been an issue that has been needing to be addressed for 40 fucking years, right? Since the big wars, bro, it's been going on out of hand. Okay. And now it's reaching it. And I would say over the last 20 years, since I could really ever remember, it's reached a point where it's like, ooh, I'm a teenager and I'm hearing these conversations and this is like kind of not good. Like this is very divisive, you know?
I tell you right now, Pudge, if you take ICE out of these cities, stop them from attacking parents at schools that are dropping off their children, stop them from attacking people at gas stations. I'm not even gonna say attacking. Let me lessen what I'm saying. Stop the questioning of parents dropping off kids at school. Stop the questioning of people at gas stations. Stop the questioning of people at supermarkets. Take them out of these cities and stop doing that. Focus on where our border is right now and refining the thing that we all agree on, refining the way people enter into this country. I guarantee you the protests go down. Not all of them, because there are still people that believe this is such and such's land. Everybody should be here. There should be no borders, things of that nature. That will go on for the rest of history as long as we're a border country between Mexico and Canada. That's always going to happen. But if you focus on the situation, the thing that we've all agreed on from the beginning, the three of us have always agreed on this, that there should be refinement in the way that people come into this country.
Mm-hmm.
If you focus on that instead of trying to focus people out of the country, right? You create slow investigations lawfully the way that they should be by these bureaus of the law. Then yes, the protests go down. When bad things happen, people protest. Somebody dies, there's going to be a protest because there's unjustification in what's happening. I'm telling you right now, if I'm on the right, bro, and if I lived in Minnesota, I would be out protesting ICE tomorrow because of what I've witnessed. That's insane. That is mind-boggling to me.
I mean, people really didn't expect this shit to blow the fuck up. Like it was bound. I'm surprised the shooting didn't happen in LA. Right? Like, I'm surprised this shit didn't happen in all the other states that the raids have been happening. I'm fucking like, but LA of all of them. So, again, I mean, I think we might differ a little bit on this. I still don't believe in if you're here, you're here. Fuck it. Like, I won't subscribe.
No, I don't even agree to that, Pudge. That's not even what I never said.
I'm just saying there's like a level there that I'm just not willing to subscribe to. Like, you know what I mean? So like the ICE raids.
I think there's like nuance that you could have to that. I don't even subscribe to like the hey, fuck it, you're here.
Yeah, so like
I think there could be
they should stop, like raids should stop. It's like hey,
but even Daddy Newsom doesn't subscribe to that, bro. And he's the most left that you can get.
But it's like the most, even like right now I was posing this ideal situation, like, hey, yo, if I executed one and it was perfectly lawful and I had all my warrants and somebody still died, like, hey, but we did everything by the book though, straight, like we straight, like, all right, cool, we straight, like. So I know the horrible executed fucking ICE raids have definitely made it to television, right, and have made it to our cell phone screens. And I definitely know that there's a list of other perfectly lawful, that's why you haven't heard of them, but the perfectly lawful ICE raid that have happened and they've been successful and they've been whatever, their results have been, they are what they are, right? I don't really care for them. The bad ones, yes, let's
wait, hold on. Could they be even successful lawful raids if the execution of how ICE is being executed is unlawful to begin with? Is that possible?
Is there a
I would say
is
yes.
there a lawful execution?
There's a lawful go ahead. Yeah.
No, hold on. I'm trying to clarify how you said that.
So could it be a lawful process in which an individual instance of an ICE raid happening, could that even be the case if the initial execution of ICE be unlawful? How could that be?
Hold on. Before you answer, Corpse, I have a question. I want you to clarify something for me, Damien. What is the unlawful way to execute ICE?
It would be.
You brought that up a couple times. Like, what? How are they illegally executing ICE? Is my question to you. Because they're a federal bureau that can go into any state whenever they like.
Isn't that the same with National Guard? I assume they would have similar.
National Guard is military. It's different.
Yeah, and it's state residents.
Oh, maybe I don't understand.
And the National Guard goes against those of that, like, our people of this country. Therefore, executing ICE into a state where they're trying to take illegal people out is not a legal execution of that.
Yeah, National Guard is backwards. They guard against the nation. They guard against other
civilians.
Like, yeah, in the government itself, it is the state's. It's technically the state's army. Is the National Guard. It guards against the nation.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was same rules, I guess, that like they had to have permissions within like the local governments wherever they're going to be, deployed into, that you need, like, hey, there's an influx of illegal immigrants. These are the reasons that we want to deploy ICE.
Like if the FBI, if the FBI takes over a criminal police case from the state or from that city, they're allowed to do so because they trump them.
Yeah, they have
after investigation, they can take over that because they are the federal bureau of those investigations. Where just like ICE, right? They're immigrant and customs enforcement, so they can go into a state and enforce the laws of immigration because they're federal.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. But it was just weird because
there's no way that somebody can be like, oh, they're illegally
on.
in this state. Like, they're not illegally in this state. They're allowed to be in that state. That's why the governors of those states or the mayors of those cities are like, we want you to get out of here. But they can't put a law stating that ICE cannot be there. Therefore, what Minnesota is doing is they've now implemented the National Guard into their state for these purposes. So it's based. That's why I'm saying a civil war is going to happen, because
like a counterbalance.
When you have National Guard in there to take care of the state from the federal government, that's where a civil war starts, and that's an issue.
Yeah, and it's fun that it's Tim Walz's fucking state too, bro. Like, geez, Louis, bro. And just kind of back, because I don't even know if I really said it, but I don't like that the conversation has started to stir between people of, well, it was an American citizen that's been shot. And it's like, dog, like the line of my humanity does not stop of whether or not you're my countryman or not. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a big point, though, because these people are in this state trying to get rid of the opposition of that. And when you hear that it is an actual American citizen, then are they doing their actual job? I'm not saying that they're there to exterminate illegal immigrants, but when somebody from this country is hurt by somebody that's trying to do the opposite, that's an issue. So I think that their citizenship does matter. Not that it matters less or more, but it does matter.
There's a long list of optics that has to be addressed in that, and that's where I feel that, and I mean, I don't know, I don't know what the path is forward, right? Because I am one of the people that it's like, yo, this has got to stop. Like, this is enough, right? Like, this is like this is enough. Everybody's just got to go home. We got to take a fucking timeout and we got to talk about this again, right? And when we come back, because chalk it up, homie's dead. Like, chalk it up, right? Like, in the grand scheme of this long battle of politics, on to the next one, right? Like, and that's how they look at it. That's why I try not to be so invested into this side or that side, because we're just pawns, you know.
Wait, who's there? What?
It turns into oh, they're a Democrat, oh, they're a conservative, oh, they're a progressive, oh, they're a federalist, they're a Whig, right? They're a fucking loyalist. The names change and it's the same players, bro. The same two fucking pieces that just keep moving, right? And so, and I think that's why I've always kind of fell into this weird political category, because it's like, yeah, I need the ICE raids to stop because people are now dying and this is getting way out of hand, right? Like, this is 2 deaths in one state within a matter of a few weeks. This is out of hand. Like, that situation there is out of hand. And then, but at the same time, we've had an immigration issue that here within the last few weeks, we've also realized there has been this humongous scam going on out there in that same state amongst an alleged group of people, right? Which I don't care to get into that, but it's like,
Somalians? Is that what you're talking about?
I guess it's Somali fucking daycares, and it's like, dude, what is going on
that's a
in
lot
this
of
state?
It's not even a lot of, but those have already been under investigation. Like, a lot of those have already.
There's just a lot of issues. That's all I'm saying. There's a lot of shit going on. Like, and everyone needs to just sit the fuck down and let's hash this out. But how do you even hash it out? Because you have immigration going on, and like you said, this ongoing Somalian investigation and immigration itself, and then Tim Walz left is signing out of and resigning, and it's like, what's happening in this state? Like, in the National Guard being deployed, I think is the next smartest thing. Is it going to irritate everybody? Yes, and it's just going to get massively worse out there. Then I don't know. I don't know what the solution, but the solution can't be just pull them out, and the solution can't be just leave them in.
It's not even like leave them in. It's take the foot off the gas and let's fucking at least not put balls to the wall and try to, I don't know.
Because my just like my fear is the people have now grown so agitated, whether it's justified or not. They're so fucking irritated that the same dudes that they are being brought in to kind of back them up, that if you take ICE out, then they turn on the National Guard now because they're pissed and they just see a group with a badge. You get me? Like, oh, you're one of them.
Nah, I think the people know why National Guard has been there. I don't think that's gonna happen.
But they're pissed. But they're pissed, and that is what I am fearful of.
When in a revolution like that, everybody gets
everyone's getting it
of the force.
Yeah, bro, Game of Thrones, everybody's getting it.
Everybody's gonna get the brunt of the force. I mean, yes, National Guard is the next step, but again, that's why I said I believe that there will be civil war if it doesn't slow down.
Because National Guard can't take, like, at this point, even to control the issue, National Guard taking control and doing that is still an act of authoritarianism, right? Authoritarianism, right? You're having the government.
I know what word you're trying to say, and I'm trying to say it in my head too.
Yeah, I choke out.
No,
yeah,
that's not the word either.
Like, so how far until this country now becomes its own governing body and is deporting people out, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's a mess of a situation, and I feel like, yeah, you have the administration on one side who's pushing their foot down, and then you have everyone who's pushing back, and no one is moving in any direction. And you just have all of this compression and pressure, and it's about to boil. It all needs to. How do you make it stop? I don't know. I don't know how they made BLM stop in those protests. So I don't know how they're going to do this.
Well, I didn't mean for this conversation to go an hour.
I
over.
know. He's like, just to get your opinions. Hour
I didn't think
later.
it was gonna go that deep, bro. That was my fault.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You're good. You're good. Now we know.
All right,
Well, we've always known. As soon as politics, just add another hour to the live stream.
I should have brought that up instead of, or I should just not have brought it up actually. But
No, I'm cool talk. I mean, listen, we're all cool at the end of the day.
no, not that anybody's mad at each other. It's just
Oh.
I didn't think that it was going to carry on that far and deeply.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Anyway,
I'm not transcribing to the ideology of the left. By the way, just saying. Because I disagree with something that people on the right agree with, doesn't mean that I'm switching sides.
But Butch, just for the record, what is happening is bad. We could all agree on that. It's fucked. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's all. Because we're not going to drag this on any longer. All I will say is that there's sometimes you just, when you don't say the thing is bad, it just makes it sound like you don't think it's that bad, do you? That's what it's not. But I'm not even saying that you're subscribing to that idea. It just can convey that way, which is what I was kind of getting to. Which is why me and Cisco are probably more argumentative towards you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're here for the live stream, I appreciate you. God bless. If you're here for the playback, whether you watch a minute, an hour, the whole thing, I appreciate you nonetheless. Thank you to Save, thank you to Putch for being here with me. And 11 more, something like that. 9, 10, 11, 25. We might go to 21, 25. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Alrighty. Be safe. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.
Thank you guys all for another beautiful week. We will not be here next week, so scratch it off your calendar. Yeah. We won't be here next week. But yeah, just remember, this is an awesome place for us to sit and have conversations, even if it sounds like we're going down each other's throats or getting mad at each other. At the end of the day, like, it's not that. So
I would love to go down your guys' throats. Sorry. It was right there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And the solution is always keep it in. But that is why we do this, so that we can continue to show people that we can have conversations, even if we don't all agree on something. We can argue, we can chat, and we'll be right back next week talking about some stupid, funny, dramatic, political. It doesn't even matter. We're going to go back at it. But as always, stop killing people. But as always, you guys stay healthy. Or what did Kanye say? George W. Bush hates black people. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love y'all. Keep smiling, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Korpscollection.com. Y'all know the drill. Shout out to everybody who listens, supports, shares, comments, reviews, all that. Appreciate it. I love the co-hosts. Save and 0% as always. Psalm 144, verse 1. Praise be to the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day, week, month, year, life. Until next time. All right, boys.
See you guys soon.